Good morning, America. It's Friday. It is Friday, TGIFF. Welcome one and all. I hope everybody's having a beautiful morning. We got to be optimistic here. Yes, it is still dreary. Yes, it is still rainy, just like yesterday, but we're here. We are managing. If you are up and Adam with us this morning, welcome one and all. CharlieFoxtrotRadio.com. You can find our live stream there. You can find it on YouTube. We have the live stream links going for both to Facebook on our page there, Charlie Foxtrot Radio. This is going to be a fun day. Why do you say that, Brian? Well, we got Florida Man. We got Florida Man. Because you can never go wrong on a Friday with the shenanigans that is Florida Man. And we got Small Business Friday. So, we got a fun, action-packed comedy morning. But where else can we jump than to jump right into the lake of Florida Man? And this is just all right off the cuff, guys, okay? We've had a very busy morning here, just for context purposes. You guys will know about me. If you guys don't know me personally, I'm a very transparent person, okay? Was running around getting some stuff knocked out this morning prior to the show, so found some stuff, but I haven't had a chance to read into it yet, so we're just going to kind of go off the rails, if you will. Okay, we're going to go a little bit off track with it. So, Florida man found dead in alligator-infested lake. Unfortunate. After fishing for frisbees to sell. Now, I'm sorry. You should probably know by that point, just reading the article, or reading the title of the article, you should probably know where in the lakes of Florida that are gator infested. If you live in Florida, I don't know. It may just be me being a northern Midwest type person, okay? But that's just me. That you should probably break stuff like I'm doing here today. You should probably know what the heck is going on in the areas that you're trying to go fishing in or trying to find stuff to sell. So I don't know. I mean, that's just me. So, article reads, the unnamed victim had made his living by retrieving frisbees and selling them to local disc golfers. Cool. I mean, everybody's got to make a living. Everybody's got to make a buck, too. Man was found dead with one of his arms torn off. With inflation of the pandemic-related struggles, many Americans are trying hard to stay afloat, the article reads. One homeless man in Largo, Florida, was making do by retrieving frisbees from the lake of a public park to sell to local disc golfers. However, the man was just found dead on Tuesday with his arm torn off. The macabre discovery was made at John S. Taylor Park, the New York Times reported. The expansive grassland contained a 53-acre lake, which has long served as a natural habitat for alligators. There are also many signs warning people to get out. He died as a result of an alligator attack, said the local director of Parks and Conservation Resources, Paul Cozy probably. It appears that he went in before the park opened. Unfortunately, not a good time to be in any lake, but especially during alligator mating season. It was a mistake that appears to have cost him his life. Okay. And the article continues, like, this isn't the first time this man has had this happen before. Or, it's not the first time he's died before, that's not what I'm saying. The article continues reading that they have had issues with him going in prior to the park's opening, because that's what people do. You go in when there's not a lot of people around if you're not supposed to be there. So, unfortunately, but you never go wrong with a Florida man story here. I mean, we got a buttload of them that we could probably do a Florida man story every single day that we do a show and still not run out. Okay. Another one. And the strange thing is about this one, the article has the picture of said Florida man and a picture of a Winn-Dixie. That's about as Florida and south as you can get. Okay. You know, with the Winn-Dixie. If you guys have never gone south before, or don't go regularly, Winn-Dixie is definitely one of those places that you definitely know that you've reached the south when you start seeing Winn-Dixies. Okay. This is bad on like 11 different levels, but we're going to open the article, kind of see what's going on with it. Okay. 85-year-old Florida man arrested after trying to buy a child in a grocery store for $100,000. 85-year-old Florida man arrested after trying to buy a child in a grocery store for $100,000. Are we that? What? Okay, Helmuth Cobb, probably Cobb. Okay, of Port Orange, Florida, approached Laura Benning and her young daughter in a Winn-Dixie supermarket, followed the two out to the parking lot, and offered a large sum of cash in exchange for the daughter. Oh, that explains it. You gotta love how the articles read, because they yank you in. Okay, we're just gonna call this dude Hell. I have a feeling, because that's the first part of this man's name. Okay, he's been put on. He had been put on the sex offender registry in 2018 for false imprisonment of a child under the age of 13. I swear to God. Okay. The lovely missus and I, we have 3 kids, okay? All at about that age and younger. You know, the 13 and under type mentality. I'll tell you what, somebody does that, Mama Bear, Papa Bear, Auntie and Uncle Bears, dude, they would come flying out the woodworks going, nah, F this, okay? They arrested Hell August 16th, 2022, after he attempted to buy an 8-year-old girl in a local Winn-Dixie. Article continues going on. He just came up and he started making comments about how pretty she was and how good her dancing was. Okay, red flag. Okay. Her opinion changed, however, when Cobb chased her down in the parking lot and allegedly told her, "I'd like to buy her for $100,000. When bystanders intervened, he laughed at him. Police arrived and found Cobb sitting on a bench outside the grocery store. When they questioned him about why he tried to purchase the child, he allegedly responded, "We all like kids." Due to the parents' clear concern that someone was insistent on attempting to purchase their daughter in a grocery store, we were notified. Well, duh. Guys, be careful. This parking lots, you know, grocery store parking lots, always be careful. This didn't hear about this in 2022. I mean, how on you would think something like this would go completely through the chain, that, hey, somebody's trying to purchase a kid. I mean, one of my best friends lives down in Florida. I don't think she heard about it. Okay? I mean, completely, you know, opposite side of the state, but still, that's something. Okay? Article continues. We're not even going to give this guy the time of day. anymore. But what I was saying here, guys, is watch your surroundings when you're in a parking lot. Okay? You know, watch your surroundings. Make sure that everything is copacetic. Make sure that everything is how it should be. Because you never know when people like that can come up and start having conversations. Okay? And the innocence of people at the beginning, you have no idea. You can't prejudge people, you know, other than, why is this weirdo trying to talk to me? No. I don't know. As it was one of those, the articles, you know, the article titles, you know, that's how they always draw us in. That's what I was saying a couple of minutes ago. The article titles always draw us in. And then as you start reading the articles, you're like, what the F? What the actual F? Okay. But you can never go wrong, again, with Florida Man. That is one of those weird ones, though, that definitely will kind of trip you up. All right. So, but we get a lot of weird things coming through here. I mean, you guys can see, because we're working on, you know, putting everything together as best as we can here. But you see a bunch of different strange news articles. Strange this, weird, funny. Okay. Another cocaine bear is out and running around, except this time it looks like it's a cheetah. I don't know. A wild cat. It kind of looks like a cross between it has like the cheetah print, but it kind of looks like those serval cats, those big ass cats that you can like train to go on walks. Then they're like as big as a dog by the end of it. Kind of looks like that. Okay. Oh, it is a serval. Reading the article. Okay. Happened in January, but this was only made public recently. He's doing well. He's kind of hanging out at the Cincinnati Zoo now. Okay. He was found with cocaine in his system. No, it's not the movie. So, but serval cats are freaking awesome. Okay, yes, I have 3 cats here. All little runts, except for 2 of them are runts for the most part, and the third one is a big cat because that's the cat that my daughter picked out. But serval cats are really cool. If you don't know much about them, look them up. Do your research on them. They can be really entertaining cats at the end of the day, I think. But how they get cocaine, I mean, I don't freaking know here, guys. It's just something else. Okay. But this is also why we don't go to this website at all, because they don't ever put... This is like the first thing that they've posted since February 21st. Okay. And the article, the last one that they posted, actually both of them looking at it, the last 2 that were posted were like from like our very first episode or very second episode here. Okay. 2007 iPhone in its box for over a decade, sold for just over $63,000. Yes, that made the news like a day after we talked about it. Okay, that's why you look at the weird, strange news sites, because they're talking about it first, you know, including here, before everybody else picks it up. You know, okay. Then the other one is they foiled an extravagant plot to steal Cadbury egg chocolates. Now, I would be just as guilty of that because, yeah, I love my Cadbury eggs. Okay. This time of year, I love my Cadbury eggs. So, it is what it is, what it is. Other strange news that we have going on here, bazaars. Okay, this is actually more common than you see, and it goes back to Florida Man again. Okay, you see these pictures all the time, and I always thought they were like photoshopped memes for social media, but it's actually becoming more and more common with how some cities are being built and people not wanting to give up their property. Florida Man is living out the plot to the movie Up and refusing to sell his home to make way for a luxurious luxury development. Okay. Orlando Capote. Orlando is what his name is, so we're just going to call him Orlando. Owns the last house standing on a block that was previously occupied by a modest single-family dwellings. His father bought it in 1989 as his dream house. For Floridians who enjoy luxury amenities, the Plaza Coral Gables is a promising development. With an upscale hotel, shops, and restaurants, the $600 million project is the largest in its area. And in return for cash, many locals have sold their property to make way for this, but not the 63-year-old man, Orlando. Okay? In the scenario reminiscent to the Pixar's movie Up, in which an aging balloon salesman adamantly clings to his humble home as condos are erected around him, Orlando has refused more than 60 purchase offers over the last 6 years, including one for $1 million, and for the modest 1,300 square foot house. Okay, you see the pictures on here. I mean, it's a little house. I mean, it's not, but people like what that is. People like what they have. Okay, if they don't want to get rid of it, they're not going to get rid of it. Okay. Yes, there are some laws that the developers can use to kind of force the person's hand, but it doesn't seem like that's happening right now. Okay. The article continues. Orlando's home has been engulfed by the commercial Agave Ponce LLC development for years now. Once quiet residential block, his neighbors will soon consist of office spaces, stores, condominiums, and 242 luxury hotel rooms. Despite the high-end prospects and constant construction noise around and debris littering his yard, Orlando refuses to leave. Cherished memories, such as his father tending to the mango trees in the yard, linger in the homeowner's mind to this day. And the home's sentimental value only grew when his parents died. Okay. The gentleman lost his dad in 2005, after which he inherited the house. He lived there with his mother until last year, when she died, still fighting the city of Coral Gables over the development. Before she died, Orlando's mother asked that he never sell the family treasure. Now, if your parents ask you, don't sell it, and you're like the only child, yeah, that's not going to happen. Okay. And he still hasn't. After speaking of offers he has received to relocate, Orlando says he doesn't want to risk leaving and losing the cherished memories. I do not want to roll the dice, he said. I do not want to gamble, so the memories are worth more. Good for him standing up for himself at the end of the day. Good for him. Good for him. And again, you know, this is just like the movie Up. Okay? All we're doing at the end of it is we are just missing the dog, Doug, which won't be very hard in, where is it, Cape Coral? Coral Gables? I bet you it is not that hard to find a Doug in Coral Gables. And I'm not talking about just the animals. Okay? I don't think it's going to be very difficult to find a Doug. Because we all know a Doug at the end of the day. Whether we like to admit it or not, we all know a Doug. Cheers to that. So, needless to say, ladies and gentlemen, nothing ever beats, well, I shouldn't say nothing, because we have found a couple of things, you know, every now and then. But when all else fails, you can always talk about Florida Man. Florida man, Florida couples, Florida woman, you never know what they are going to do, what they are going to say. But the persistent nature and self-determination of this person, you know, if I had an applause button, I would applaud him for his efforts in being able to beat this. And again, when was this article posted? June 29th, 2021. Okay. You know, crazy news. Okay. But there you guys go. Like we always finish off, we have every Friday. You know, small businesses, entrepreneurs, people that are, you know, making a way for themselves. Okay. Just like in weeks past, because like I said, this is, you know, a small business here. Okay. And there's no better way to be able to make yourself successful. There's no better way to achieve that than by helping bring other people up with you. Okay? There is no better way, because you're helping people, you're helping grow. Even the biggest morons in America will even agree that small businesses are what shape America. They're what make America great. Okay, is the small businesses. That's what keeps us going here. Okay, if you are in the Fort Wayne area, Northeast Indiana, Northwest Ohio, Southern Peninsula towards the state line between Indiana and Michigan, okay, after you go to your local distilleries there, you need to pop on down, okay, to little shop here in town, okay. It's off State Street. It's called Fuller Plants, okay. And a lot of people don't know that I do this, okay. I don't sit here and be like, hey guys, I want to feature you, okay. I just want them to be able to garner business, okay. I want them to hopefully get a few extra customers, no matter what. Push them through, you know. But Fuller Plants, they're actually, the business is owned by some good friends of ours. Okay, we've known them for about 5 years now or so. They used to be our neighbors when we were back in our apartment days, townhouse days. They sell very nice indoor-outdoor plants, but what sets them apart in my eyes is they actually take the time to teach you about every plant that they have. If you're interested in purchasing a plant that you don't have to do a lot of, like, regular maintenance with, or, you know, I can water it, but it doesn't need a lot of sunlight, you know, things of that nature, they will sit down and tell you about them, like, this does this, this does that. And I am not a plant person. I don't have a green thumb to save my life, okay? But they're over there. They got a website, fullerplants.com. They go pick up nice plants. I mean, you can Facebook. They have pictures all over social media of their stuff. I mean, it is gorgeous down there. Okay, it is beyond gorgeous at the end of the day. So, that being said, ladies and germs, definitely check them out. Let's get them some more attention. Let's get them out on social media so that they can help keep America going in this trying time. Guys, from the command center here, Northeast Indiana, have a wonderful day. Stay dry out there. It's supposed to be raining all the way through tomorrow, too, which sucks. But we will see you again here, hopefully, Lord willing, 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm going to be needing my big cup of coffee. We got Sean Wayans coming to Summit City Comedy Club this weekend, tonight and tomorrow night. So that's going to be a hell of a time. Guys, Have a wonderful day. We will see you all soon, all right?